What's up guys, my name is Phil, welcome back to Miranda Detailing. In today's video I'm going to show you guys how to finish down finicky black gloss pillars. Look how bad they are. Ooh, that's horrible. Alright, let's see if so we're working on this beautiful 2017 Jaguar F-Pace R Sport. This thing is gorgeous. It's in my favorite color, pearl white. I know, pearl white. But the paint is coming out great. I am recording a video on this. You'll see that soon on the channel if it's not already out. It probably won't be out yet. But what we're doing is working on the glass, gosh, I can't say that. Gloss black. So we're working on the gloss black pillars, and we have the main pillars here, the B and the C pillars, and then we have the black gloss trim all around. So what I'm going to show you is how to finish these down in particular. If you want to finish these down, these are a little bit more challenging, but you can do it either by hand or with the Rupes iBrid or the SPTA micro polisher. Either of those will work. But let's focus on these larger pillars because they're really bad. So as we look at the pillars in the light, yeah, they are really bad. They definitely need to be finished down. And even though this is just a paint enhancement, we still like to go a little bit extra on the pillars because, well, it calls for it. I can't leave the pillars looking ugly like that just because they stand out so much from the nice white polished paint. So what we're going to use is the Rupes Bigfoot 12mm, so the dedicated 3-inch polisher. I just picked this up from Car Supplies Warehouse and I am loving it. I was used to the 8mm Porter cable that I was using for wax application and also 3-inch polishing or spot polishing. But now, after switching over to this guy, I'll never go back. It's so smooth, and because of the 12mm throw, it corrects more and finishes better. So I have a Lake Country orange pad here, and I'm going to be using Sonak's Perfect Finish. Now I was trying the Rupes Uno Protect, which we are using on the majority of this vehicle, but I needed a little bit more finishing power on these pillars because they are very, very finicky. But I have found that this combo, the orange pad and the Perfect Finish, seem to be one of the best combos. You might have your own combination of pad and chemical that you use. If it works, stick with it. But if you're dealing with these gloss black pillars and having a hard time with them, then try this combination out. So this pad is the perfect balance of cut and finish, even on delicate black paint or these gloss black pillars. Now you are going to see us use my 5-inch Rupes 15mm on these main pillars here. But that's just because I didn't have to worry too much about smaller areas like I do here in this pillar, which I'll show you in a second. So you can get away with using the 5-inch pad and the 5-inch 15mm throw on these pillars. But it's up to you. If you want to stick with this, then that's fine as well. So let's get to polishing these things. Okay, not too shabby, right? That came out really nice. Yeah, I could go further. In fact, maybe I will go a little further, but for a one-step or paint enhancement, that's pretty decent. I know, with gloss black pillars, you want to go a little bit further, especially just because they're in that area and around the edges a little bit. So I'll go a little bit further and try to improve these even more so, but that's still pretty impressive. Huh. Yeah. That's pretty awesome. Yup. You know what we use? Perfect Finish from Sonak's, and the orange pad. I know, I was still having some of the Rupes residue on here, but it's not a big deal. I just put 2 drops of this, 2 pea-sized drops, and it cleaned it up. Wow. I mean, near perfection. That is a perfect finish. I know, it's got a little bit of defects. Not a perfect finish for you crazy keyboard warriors. Relax. It's a paint enhancement, not a paint correction. But even if it was a paint correction, that's as far as I would go with it. So, yeah, you make a judgment call depending on the situation. So, I'm going to go on to that pillar back there because it is just as bad. Oh, look at that. All right, let's clear that up. Use a very, very light touch with your towel when removing polish residue from these gloss black pillars. They're very, very delicate, and you don't want to just attack it, wiping off the residue too aggressively. Very nice. Sometimes these can be a pain to work on. If you have good tools, good products, and a little bit of experience, it works out really well. This little area I'm going to redo just a little bit more. Just working with the residue that I already have in here. There's enough on there. I'm just going to press it. Pushes out a little bit. Again, just a light touch, removing the residue, just almost like removing it in small layers. Very nice. Oh, that is gorgeous. So yes, there are a few little defects in there, but be careful with gloss black pillars. You can't measure them if you don't have the expensive paint depth gauges, and you don't know how much material is on here. Dramatic improvement, right? Man, that looks so good. Way better than before. So we're going to leave it at that. Again, if we're going to be seeing this vehicle again in the next couple of years, which we may, then these are going to get swirled up again, and I want enough material on there. So don't try to shoot for perfection on the pillars, especially if you're going to see the vehicle again, because you may need to repolish them, and you want to make sure there's enough material on there. So that is completely acceptable. That is awesome. Perfect. So guys, the finish on these pillars is near perfection. Now, like I explained, I don't want to go 100% perfect on these and keep cutting them to get everything out because, well, we don't know how much material is on here, how much clear coat, how much paint, and you don't want to risk anything. So we are most likely going to see this vehicle again. This is a regular customer of ours. So I want to leave plenty of material on there for next time. But guys, the finish on this is incredible. You don't need to go any further than that. If the customer wants it, fine, but warn him of the risks. Because if it gets swirled up again and you need to compound and polish it again, you may not have a lot of material to play with and you could risk burning through. So keep all that in mind. So guys, if you do want to pick up the polisher, the pads, the perfect finish, then check out Car Supplies Warehouse. You can pick up all of the pads and tools and products there. I'll have links down below. So guys, if you're enjoying the videos, please subscribe and click that bell so you don't miss stuff. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Oh, I already did that.